Let me go to Kathy in North Dakota. Hey, Kathy.
Hi, Dan. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Say, Dan, I have a 20-year-old son, sophomore in college.
Mm-hmm.
He has about $9,000 in just a savings account in the bank, getting
Okay.
absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Wondering, now, you had a caller earlier. She mentioned that they were going to put a lump sum into a Roth IRA.
Yes.
But then you mentioned also the more of a consistent, like, monthly contribution.
Yes.
If I were to take some of this money, let's say 5,000 of that 9,000, and start a Roth IRA for my son, what would you suggest?
Well, I would probably suggest that it would go into. It has to go into a couple mutual funds, or unless you want to buy stocks individually. So you would go to a Timothy type group. You would put a Timothy plan. They're the only mutual fund company I recommend. I mean, there's other mutual funds out there, but from a biblically responsible standpoint, you know the drill. And I would probably, since he's young, is this truly going to be retirement money, or do you think he's going to draw on it for some of his education expenses? Because you're allowed to do that with a Roth. Okay.
His education will be fine.
Okay.
This is just for a type of investment or something.
Then I would look at probably their, breaking it up into four segments, and I would put 25% of it maybe in their growth fund. I would put 25% into their, conservative growth fund, and maybe 25% into either their emerging market fund or their Israel fund. That's a tough call right now if it were to happen today, but one of the international funds, and maybe the other 25% in their value fund. So, and then I would, on a quarterly, worst case scenario, quarterly, best case every month. If this is something that you can do on a regular basis, to contribute on a regular basis to that fund, that IRA account, that Roth IRA account, in which it'll be divided up the same way you have it now into these funds. So 25% of whatever you put in will go somewhere, and 25 another place. And you can consistently do that. And if he can grab a hold of that discipline and maintain it someday when he graduates from college, and don't even look at the account, it's going to be, for him, it's going to be irrelevant. If he grabs a hold of the strategy and just consistently does it every month with a little bit of money, he'll be set. He'll be set for life someday when he retires. Your hard job, Kathy, is going to be convincing him of that. But if you can do that, and you can, in the meantime, until he graduates and gets out and gets a job, if you consistently do that, it's one of the best things you can do, you and your husband, to get some money out of your estate and over to your children, or in this case to your son, and consistently do it over the course of years. And it's a great strategy.